All right, abusuya menu mi enu yenim die ekoso ewo media iso a chese okasa na wankasa yi a obetia ne se eye national security any police for etu fie na ye ba be chew because what did eye King Solomon atem what you say na abusuya ende Okatakyie Afrifa mensa e de nsem bi e de aba beto dwa concerning about the ekoso a ye cheche amanfo what you say endroa e na ye kwache yenua fancy comedy one eye Sebawa or what yes omo yina yaba beche omo na ende Okatakyie Afrifa mensa aba bedi nkomo aka ensem bi but before say ye be kwa kotie eye Okatakyie Afrifa mensa no yeni kan enhwe video bi ewo this side na video no eye old video ene ye ba behwe abra na eye Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo na owa aban mu na chese amanfo ebo ne supplement eni atem didie na yedi na tem no yes young guy bi ebisa ne say enti se Nanado etese obi criticize no kan sembi de fa ne ho a then na ya odwene abusia ye hwe that short video we.
Please, how do you keep calm when people criticize your actions?
What?
How do you keep calm when people criticize your actions?
How do I keep calm when they criticize my actions? First of all, I think that that's a system of government that I've always wanted for this country. A country whereby presidents, people in authority, ministers, presidents, whoever you are, can be criticized. There was a time in Ghana when it wasn't like that. When one man spoke and that was that. I've never liked that sort of situation because I don't believe that you have a situation whereby one man knows everything. It's better to have a system where lots of ideas and lots of brains are brought forward to one thing. So that's the first thing, is that I approve of the system whereby people can criticize the president. So if that happens, it will look strange if I start getting agitated when people are criticizing me. I'm not God. I cannot be. None of us are. But we do our best. But criticism is a good thing. It helps you sometimes see things that you yourself have not seen. It opens up different perspectives. A lot of times you can disagree with your critics, but sometimes there's something in the criticism that is of use and of benefit which you can use to do. So that's the reason why I don't get agitated when people criticize me. I think it is their right to do so. But it's just as if it is my right also to ignore their criticism if I think that there's no substance in it. But that's the system that we have.
So, all right, me say what video na e cost no what ya say ye pa de ntia me do video we e ba ye no. Criticizing the ewo ho eye den na president obi be kan ho asem obi be kan nsem e de go so but not to the extent say obi follow social media na so na che say ye cheche nkrofo ne de abusuya eno ne de che say entwa ni kura because obi abe che na adwene e na obi anso be kan nsem e de afa ho say na manfo edi Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo atem oni ba omia atem no saa na be koso abusuya Okatakyie Afrifa mensa ono nso aba be kan nsem a che say oba be che nsemu before no yentie ono nso nsem a wode ba ye e wode side emra but meso say ene o first time na wa subscribe e de amaye wa share ama wonu abi nso anya bi atie na uye nso a wa jawo comment e wo comment section won so fe e de amaye yentie Okatakyie Afrifa mensa ono nso ne nsem a obe kan ye e de fa de ekoso e o media yi so
Obama pokuase ono so yakwa bubu ne dan ani tantantan adanya police in the release by na police in releasing we will look at it and we will ask questions si abobo adamo se de be ne ye nioma basa ye mumra obi tantantan na sabi se Obama no ye kromfo wakọ wiade wakọ munipa afa police in releasing was say was Obama mra meboa no wete da bi mo abobo adam if say obi meboa with investigation sa ne ye no you better remember the year. Eji fancy comedy mo die no. Dani boss audio kroni yenti.
Mesramo. Na me say ye host.
We Dani fa second one bra. We pen out chain. Okay, o say no me there no two pages so be refi. So there is a video purportedly say yes a fancy comedy. Ana all hosting a TikTok live. Ana ababa will be a more friend Ghana Jollof. Eba so. Na oba so no. Ana say ababa on Ghana Jollof on Nebeka say. You look up to here from me and your mama kura na ne esenko. First of all, we must emphasize with the introduction of new media. Yeah, for the record, I support a free speech any day, anytime. Just that I also believe that free speech should not be reckless. So, Obiki Kankwasi say, yes, President Mahama, please come on, stop this nonsense. That's not the way to go. You may not like him, you may not like his governance. There's nothing wrong with it. But not me President Mahama, we may support this. Some of us have made such mistakes in the past. We don't believe that is the way to build nations. So, President Mahama now, and stop that crap. So we are not in any way, shape, or form defending Obano and our fancy comedy. Now when we are looking at the details of it without any emotions, say yes, we'll be a say any fancy comedy who still be on TikTok and will be a bar and will say President Mahama no Obane kana utie kasano and Obane kase President Mahama Miss Mekuno but utie logically now oka about juju semani ade na mekuno ye de be shebotom ne ade stupid comment, very stupid. Ghana Jollof or whatever your name is, I won't support this comment any day, anytime. And you be trying to na fine. Okay, so then you see a kwache fancy comedy. Ni abusa say na fancy comedy na kai. Omo se there be. Na nyo ono na kai dia. E dey see as NDC. Omo ko di a rally. Na so be gina platform no so. Na wo keka ngwase asem say dey be a Ghana Jollof be kai. Yes, ye jai nipa no ono ye yi no. Ni akwache organizers no. Na organizers in the committee cry. Unless say the modern fancy comedy and they say must say abatement of a certain crime, but crime near there. You better read this section 75 and 74 of the Criminal and Other Offences Act 29. What it says about threat of harm and threat of death. You better read it in there are elements of a crime. Cases be support here. So when you better cases in nobody should come and sit here. Police in a report now be a police in a report in zoom in now you ready near police in a more report you want more release on the buy. Okay, so police statement on a year arrest of Daniel Admako, Prince Ofori and 2 others. So Daniel Admako was the Ghana Police Service in collaboration with other security agencies has arrested Mr. Daniel Admako, known on social media as Obama Pokwasi, earlier today. Now he goes on to say that his arrest is part of the ongoing intelligence-led operation by the police and the other security agencies aimed at dismantling networks involved in the illegal possession and display of sophisticated weapons. He is assisting the police in as opposed to and contrary to the Omukoye. He is assisting. Police. That means police assisting investigations into some images and videos he circulated on social media depicting individuals openly brandishing these illegal acquired sophisticated weapons. So yenyana say Obama dey so nyanya education. First of all, police must release actually say he is assisting. Now person will be no assisted. So here say Obama can be referred to as more or less a whistleblower. Exactly. Person oba ebe bua state Emma state need to me investigation. It is a me kwame am tie. Say me information bi na state no pay. Say me fam one wa. Mabo badam. Ye kokko bubu ne dan. Ansa ne afrɛ ne se bra. E fa ne dan na omko e fa no pa. E dom kokko ye ho no pa no. Ko fa tro ne pe. So be more emma bua. Emma assist with investigation. Say ne ye no. It is investigations now, and the Nipa na brandish weapon. One of the persons I rely on as a state witness, I say Obama. Now, Bubu I deny and Tantan say ya, and over 3 years as a witness. I didn't know my finia and he accepted this no because Obama a critic of a IGP. Exactly. So Obama no criticize the IGP. It's your own so post baby. The one so post baby. Now, oh, so Obama, a video no yan way. A year for my information. Or Muna here targeting you. Nano Yakoko Bubunepono. Yakosa said Niama. Is that how you treat a state witness? You must be crazy to do these things. And he accepts it away, you know. Let it make sense to me. Why you say that the person is assisting? When somebody is assisting you, the way you treat the person is different. Who invite anybody? Sometimes you don't even blow the cover of the whistleblower. In any logical society, so person penyampa, and then just says Obama will criticize the IGP, I criticize the MPP a year by one penny for it. You must say, Bibia, and who I am blown the cover. If it's a whistleblower, dear, must see any identity. Information. Now you say he's assistant. Now let's come to even the idea of putting people in handcuffs. So be assisted. Say young conquer investigation. Yeah, boy, yeah, didn't say handcuffum. I did muya de no. Let it make sense to me. Why you think that? The dignity of every young Danny, Fameko take away 15, 1 and 2. Or see the dignity of every person in Ghana shall be inviolable. That is Article 15 of the Constitution. It is a investigation. The dignity. Handcuffs na handcuffs ni yede ko gina wa na police for ni before say official picture no about was a police for ni bi e de omo private atwa nipa no na ye leaky out to social media. So you are humiliating the person rather than wanting him to assist you. There is nothing about assisting you. Ni yede na go handcuffs nipa also assist you and ade ni go handcuffs. When the dignity of that person under the Constitution, it says that the dignity of a person shall be inviolable. The case be inviolable. Yentia so. Sabi mpraduasa. Edru moi kura. Amrani person who boom more dignity. It's obekum obi kura na. You must do so with some level of dignity. Section 303 of Criminal and Other Offences Act. Even a muakwa na mrane se wo butu aboa wo bono wo ya abone section 303 or see cruelty to animals. A person commits the criminal offense of cruelty and is liable to a fine of not exceeding a year 25 penalty unit. Who cruelly beats, kicks, ill-treats, overloads, torture, infuriates or terrifies an animal. Sabi muakwa no mrane person be yo ma yakaya. Now so obi aba so mrama boa na investigation na momo no me handcuff be gu nsa na me twa picture. You just want to humiliate him because he's an ardent critic of the IGP. Is that the society we are building? And we get our brothers on the other side happy about this nonsense. How is that? How is that? How is this idea of Nyakase Obi ya the handcuff for goodness? It's not as though nipa no now or resist the arrest. In any case, more arrest no. Kofi, se Obama, okura information, state no, uhia, opan wadema, opan fama. Emre bia ni wo kire. If so called a Criminal and Other Offences Act, your friend be causing harm by omission. Causing harm by omission, you know. Say one no marshal, says a BB besia, prevent it, opposing, sojourning, immigration. Would your marshal say BB besia by virtue of you being a police officer, prevent it. Now, when you don't do so, that's a crime happening. And you've caused harm by omission. So Obama onye police ni, onye soldier ni, onye immigration officer. No law mandates him, no duty is bestowed upon him to give information when he doesn't want to. Nobody should sit there and do nonsense. We are building a society of law, not people doing what they like. Why do we sit there and allow this nonsense to triumph? Or in the name of political victimization? What kind of human beings are we? So self Obama information. Opa, opan whatever ma, opa farmer. Was he come and assist me with information? Now I know say baby I am kopa. You're causing fear and panic. Publication of false news. What is false about the Obama post here? Is it not true that civilians were carrying guns, M16 and others? So what is false about it? And even with that crime of publication of false information, that alone is not a crime. Unless you are able to demonstrate or publicizing some information, the public were in fear.
Exactly.
Who has come to report that he was in fear of a yes Obama video now posted? What nonsense are we building as? Is that the society we want? And we sit down and we think this is okay. Govi, is this okay?
Never.
Say Obama, because for criticizing IGP. Let the record shows that say Obama in several posts criticizes IGP simply because of the whole handle Boko issue. It you know people so children where power lies and other than that, I did a video na say Obama posted. And I know was a video na fatuso. Here some babechi yanzwa. It is your job as the number one chief security officer. Say Bibi Koswa. Obi be draw attention. It is a Mrantian Mabawa displays a video. And this video has been on the internet for God knows how long. So say Obama ko posti. Now say wa ko posti. Says civilians in a year having M16 and other guns. Is it not true these are civilians?
It's true.
So what is false about the video?
Ask them.
Now society near building. Society must be fair. Must treat each other equal.
Exactly.
Not because somebody is MPP or NDC.
Never.
We want him to assist. No be our best to assist to a new court. You will not copy a circuit court. Say charges ben ya bono. Nipana who release in say you want him to assist no. We will do court a handcuffs gunisa. Amo ya normal. And then amo ya nema tantais. We are so good at you. You're two Obama money and tongue or mine about. We are a nation of laws.
Exactly.
Baby, even say Obama, and yet nobody say Obama a hunk of goodness. Well, anyway, is that how we treat people? Coffee says Obama, ye bonimpa. Yanko ready article 1926 2C. Then if I make article 1926, was when a person is arrested, that person shall be presumed to be innocent.
Exactly.
A person charged with and there is a clear difference between a suspect, an accused, and a person of interest. And you treat him like an accused. Who accused you anyway? And there are charges now. And no kind of 2C, no, than if I'm going 2C. I never knew any man who knew or say the person shall be presumed innocent until proven otherwise. Now, no crano, oh, ya near the affair, you see treating ye. Near good anymore. You possess Obama, you have of goodness, near Chateau, near children where power lies. What good an aya, you many? I don't know. We don't build a nation like that because one person Obama as a mundi, because one peck at the chias. So we must do things anyhow. I never society.
Look at that.
I give you on way near day. I get the here. What couldn't hear? I'm wondering what would you call boo ne dining at Jeno. Fasa what they call Koboko. And here. And I won't buy more person much Cheremaya. I've been to Minkasania near Kenny Pakasabua, Nakadecheni, Ben Media, my catcher, you know Rami. You know Rami. State in Agreement yet. State Agreement, publication of false news. And then I have false news. Now, for young fancy comedy, modia. And I'm say fancy comedy no idea. First of all, you're putting on record, and your fancy comedy they make his statement now. Almost your ban say, make president, make your ordinity. Okay, very. I mean, these are stupid, reckless. We don't talk like that. But does it constitute crime? If it constitutes crime, who is the principal? Jollof was a one year. Then you read Jollof now. I find the comment never know. Unless Ose, you go read this section 74 and 75. The Omode buy, you know. You read the police, you know, release, you know, answer. Now you are young section 74 and 75 of Criminal and Other Offences Act. Near shed the heka. Now for you are elements of the crime. Near arrested the Moye from Braquemo. And I'm in the legal department. Now you read or say these operations, which have been ongoing for several weeks, have led to the significant retrieval of substantial debe. Now that you zoom point 4 na me reading. In a related development, 3 other persons, so 3 other persons in here, Fanti Comedy near 3 other persons, Prince Ofori, Yagira Abiu, and Emmanuel Kwache are in the custody of the police, assisting. So the word assistant police, when you say assistant, you didn't go once and assistant. Why are we so fixated with this idea of even when Nippon were police custody, the handcuff going inside with police custody? What is wrong with you people? The use of handcuffs primarily is to prevent a Nipana and Moko Chenono. But if the person is of no threat to you, what is this idea of Obia must go into handcuffs?
More fire.
It's more of fire, so more assisted. Maybe obey assisted with you. That means Nipan Baba, your principal stage witness. Then we are the fancy comedy who handcuffs once and obey witness. After fancy comedy, and Wabani at Yomono. Let's get on record, say you're going to make his assisted. Oh, we are your crown. Or Jitum said, no, was our platform this would be. And a kind. Yentia video, fancy comedy bay. I wore patch also. Sadia Nessie, Danny Bossa video Nanaka over Bon Elia.
Name is ye host 2 life be our TikTok. Now obi ba so be kire na adwen. Asema ni panika ye no entwa ye. But okasa wie no me share ni say asemo a waka na ho de ontwen san. Ama ni pa no atwen wasan ye. Yes screen recording no. Baby a me ka so ontwen san baby a ni pa no twen san ye no. E ho no ni pa no am post one count. Enti ye ka bibi na nko ya ye pa mo cho mo fanche me ai me ka bibi na anya me da me na me host ye mo fanche me mo fa ne se mo ba e na mane agu mo nan so mo ba pepa mo ntwa
so obi o kase bibi ye crime. Yes, there are 2 elements to crime. At the end of year, and the state of your mind are the year. So actus rules and the intent behind the year. Yes, a mention. Okay. There is a quote from I think Lord Denny. Or see, a person should not be just jailed for the sale of jailing, just because he did something which the society prohibits. But the mind must be guilty as well. So nipa no yadia, and yadia na why no. Nemo na granny must be guilty. You must be able to demonstrate. Indeed, nana agreeing muno or pursue dibone. And son, I would mention an in actus rules on the bar. Waka send you no persuade. It's young read section 74, 75. One more your police for an threat of death. Section 75 of Act 29. And a cut threat of death on one. You're reading the 74 say a person who threatens any other person with unlawful harm. With intent, so and you will threaten keke. There is a case was say Savage versus Tubaville. Savage versus Tubaville. Well, then Saka need to say was if this was an assisted time, you would have seen. So although no than Saka and the sword or ye be near there, now so be an anoka say if this was so the intent is that say a yananoa that means Sabre Ojina although the buofu but on yet because we Samra. So intent is very much required to be able to establish culpability of a crime. Every year, 1 year you can say muno. So you find the comedy no. Say no, you cannot lay culpability at his doorstep for this crime because you're on the crime. You no free wa. Or see a person who threatens any other person with unlawful harm, with intent to put that person in fear of unlawful harm, commits a misdemeanor. So it's a who will be not what you say. You commit a misdemeanor. Now you read the threat of death. Maybe a police for the general. Or see a person who threatens any other person with death. with intent. And the thing I would threaten is a woman you make simple. Ordinarily, your friend be inchoate offenses, incomplete offenses. And no say who run any panic say make so you nina crime nina the same. And the thing I say one you dear ukokuno and now run nina punishment near the same dia. And the kokuni prekwe. Now so be an intent and it's open so kuno. And one person who run. But I'm some person who run. It say when you threaten somebody say bekun, na say the intent is to put fear in that person. You commit a first second degree felony. After you say jollof ne ko kan de be. Jollof ne ko ka say your mama de me nkunu a bekun ni atwa lodinati. Na okodu mmere ni mu a elements of a crime. You must be able to demonstrate say ampa your Mahama lodina osuro. Fire. Danny, Yanko in the case of Arena Atkinson, Yanko Radie. Court to the cancel. It you could do court, and you reading qua. If so, when you can among the element of the crime. Near the court to never my definition. See, a cast a threat to Krana Yedebadia. So the definition of the court when it comes to threat in the case of Arena Atkinson is what we will stand here. Court to you should be a friend objective a man's test. Say, I don't know in a reasonable person's mind, do you genuinely think, say, your mama is true, your mama or national security, BNI, police, military born mobile, also be to landing, as me could your mama is true, Ladin is true, we joke. You must be able to demonstrate. Say, indeed, your mama was afraid for his life. You must be able to demonstrate. The critical and the crucial question is that is Lordina Mahama and your mama afraid for their life? If no political gimmick and wanting to throw the people and say Muna ye dear home me and say Flugua. Adi Braba. Your mama so true. Because we beat your soldier. Eka so bekuno. And they say woman no a yama tell the enko remra yen esu. And so what made a year a woman sika a boss because some penny say who by now so be a case. You won't go to the aqua way cafa as says Santa Hinene, I am for a kaya. I never know when so go for the word to was a sampa. Wouldn't even the skin to entertain 1/4 of the nonsense you guys did. I don't know. Danny project out and I can send that you ready. Near shut your court to the kind. Court to the castle. Usuru. Your mama so usuru. Et you come out to ambassador your mama shuru. Sebekuno. Kovi. Lordina was usuru. Obi or trade land you say hey. It is simple. It is simple. Rather. Na mommy asun kwa di ni adwene ho ne ade ewe ne ma height we na abeye gugu fa ne ade nsemu ramble for ni aja gudie yo na memo ni akikire no na ankokosi brat Dani wo me yakasa fa ma tele video ba wo che dodo na afefa what's the medum nija? Ejane beduma chese nyabo yanya no. Yankonko tie nsemfunu a yama tele yi kan ye efa eye ayi ho. Yenti.
And tonight I'm going to be straightforward with Otumfuo Yana Bonofo hene eye awonafo hene kase eye ahemfo akase amwo Ghana miankasa mofa Nana Kwesata the central region on Hinkasiye Sehwiaman Bonofo hene and western region mo ahemfo na motena Ghana mo ye di masaka we koso. We swear to God, if things tweet ananyoma Dania, we will take you people down first. Mo ahemfo na mo Ghana no. All you the chiefs power bar mona manfo be butu wanim eje nshira mona musemu watu mi no se bibi jeke. All of you, we will take your heads off because you people see what is happening. Majority of you guys are older than Ghana. You know what is happening is wrong. Majority of you guys want to live a country that is messed up. Mo pese muja ekura asay eguye so. Because you people have nothing to lose. We are saying it here tonight. We are beginning to see that more majority of you people who are calling yourself kings in Ghana and big chiefs, it is deliberate. You want Jane Mensah and Akufo-Addo, your MPP, to destroy this nation. Say, King, we will make sure all of you, your palaces are bent to the ground. And you people too are bent to the ground. Because me, mama, bush you.
Hey, Obi, Asiasama yetina hu Akufo-Addo person bend their palaces to the ground and bend them to the. Because Asiasama yetina hu 8 years. But for me, MPP ne pen on what time kwase semu eh mo na mo pe aha obi do so wonu makwa ma mo ni mu asem sa eti angu kwasi brat o se dia bayi moza bangu kwasi brat na fe yanka angu kwasi brat se ayi hontom ke kan kwase sem mo fire mi aso kwa didi o yanchichire mine threat of death President Mahama no way you must be able to demonstrate the eminence of that threat.
Exactly so
the eminence nipa what here soldier baby say President Mahama kuno and you indeed think your Mahama is afraid for his life mo ye joke to mo dia memo dia agro dia be no dia ba sa fire them yenti angozi brat
e wa TikTok na obi ba so be kire na
be dani wo body friend ayi bangu kwasi brat dia dia be no Obi, akudi ne doso do. Your mama so be resetting. So one would have expected that. This cannot and your man who know and the political division ba. Yenti angozi brat. Yenti no.
It doesn't even matter if the person being threatened is not the president. I think a serious example of these people. Foolishness. I mean, just take a video and video yourself threatening to kill the president and put his body in a cocoa sack and throw him away and behead his wife. What? Who would tolerate this? In whose country would this be tolerated? I think we should make a very serious example of these people.
We must make a serious example of Yehunto.
Exactly.
We must make a serious example of almost social media. Now, example, maybe I see a study free. What? More fire. Your mama, you will not promise a month for. You promise them that you're going to bring late.
2024, your mother said, on the baby will Akufo-Addo. On the tell me. No, don't Akufo-Addo. Okatakyie Afrifa, you are. Adugu. Daddy must have. With your home.
So bebre enya plane crash asofo nyina bi nya plane crashes American sofo baako yi minim ne din mo back about 3 years or 4 years ni erado wane na yere omukonya plane crash no mu wiye yanka kra no na no American superstar ya obo baseball yi Kobe Bryant one so ne ba a 17-year-old girl erado mukonya plane crash no mu wiye erade nano Africa ya play me kwa sure no so since the deeper 150 cent ano mu ye erade moja edi bimbebre hwere omonka enam plane crash erade boy na sa play we to a mofom erade crash sa ni pano be sa crash sa play we crash okohan ya crash sa play we Ghana will lose nothing hwere omonka enam plane crash erade boy na
I'm going to brat way to wish the president's one crash in room.
Just look at
example should be made of him.
Exactly. More fire. Exactly so. More fire on that.
Because there's something else. I believe so much that social media, no. Gentlemen, many know MPP before. Many you'll be arguing and say, can support. Let's get that very clear.
More fire.
Let's get that very clear. We've been pace setters in the development of a democracy. Some of us in the past, out of a youthful exuberance, but we must learn quickly and move away from it. Some commentaries are unnecessary. You can project a message, you can project without having to wish anybody to die. Your political fortunes must not be dependent on a nipa. If you have a viable candidate, project that candidate. And your mama and I believe we must lift there. But these are trivial things. And never win your panel. Bokon sensem wo ayi bi ontim ayi obo no otimi kwaka bokon sensem nyama funu ya na mososo so itina mo divert attention and nyama hunu say na Dr. Bamba do mi akopeke ne forms nti ese pe bibi twam na man yira system ni mu ni ade de ntia ye no ani Dr. Bamba do mi anti ne ye we Gelman tactics. We don't want it to be topical. So the media must dominate a year. Say Obama. Say ya an MPP yeah, you Oliver. And some fun ye do Oliver chi yeah. Now when him some more ya na mulusu. So fancy comedy no change said dear. Say Obama no change said dear. What they divert your attention. A old trick. Na manfo no ne sabi adwene ne mo hanti mudi nyawo we old trick. They want to use it to divert your attention from the real issues. Other than that ke ye di areho the same funu say na mo mani jo but omo dey divert your attention. Why do you think say na ne ekoche nkrofo omo kan say na di say why did they have to wait till today? Man for mummy money what omo de madwene di agro. And we million man this for when MPP and this you. Watching an NPP ban obi din kwasem say. E kama bi a kire na.
Abusunya ma me hu adwenkyere e wo comment section o wie nso ani demo. Na wa subscribe e de amaye. Said here new update bi anso e ba o nso be first person obenya bi ati na wa share ato other platforms so e de amaye. E ha e na me de obesi makraw baba.